A very merry Victorian Christmas to one and all.
In Britain, although the tradition of decorating churches and homes with evergreens at Christmas was long established, the custom of decorating an entire small tree was unknown until a couple of hundred years ago.
The German-born Queen Charlotte introduced a Christmas tree at a party she gave for children in 1800. The custom did not first spread much beyond the royal family. In 1832, the future Queen Victoria wrote about her delight at having a Christmas tree hung with lights, ornaments, and presents placed around it.
After Victoria's marriage to her German cousin, Prince Albert, in 1840, the custom became even more widespread as wealthier middle-class families followed the fashion.
This engraving, published in the 1840s, of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert and their children around the Christmas tree, further enhanced the craze for Christmas trees.
In 1843, Charles Dickens wrote the novel A Christmas Carol, which helped revive the spirit of Christmas from the Tudor times and reintroduced seasonal festivities. Its instant popularity played a major role in portraying Christmas as a holiday emphasizing family, goodwill, and compassion.
The greeting, Merry Christmas, dates back at least to 1534 in London, when it was written in a letter by Bishop John Fisher to Henry VIII's Chief Minister, Thomas Cromwell.
The phrase was used in the 16th century English carol, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Charles Dickens resurrected the phrase in A Christmas Carol, and from there on it gained in popularity.
This is the world's first commercially produced Christmas card, designed by John Calcott Horsley for Henry Cole in 1843. It wishes the recipient a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The central picture shows 3 generations of a family raising a toast to the card's recipient. On either side are scenes of charity, with food and clothing being given to the poor.
Victoria and Albert usually ate turkey at Christmas, as well as roast beef. Quite often they would have a boar's head in the middle of the table.
They would sit together as a family for their main meal. There would be different courses with up to 20 different dishes. For dessert, there was plum pudding. The whole family would actively participate in preparing the plum pudding, made of suet, breadcrumbs, raisins, and spices.
However, the majority of people in Victorian England were not wealthy. Where possible, families in London and the south of England would have a goose for their Christmas meal, like Charles Dickens illustrates in A Christmas Carol. Some even joined a goose club so they could pay in instalments throughout the year.
Christmas is coming. The geese are getting fat. Please to put a penny in an old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, God bless you.
In northern England, roast beef was the traditional fare for Christmas dinner, but many poor people made do with rabbit.
The Victorians also indulged in other activities, like singing and playing games. Giving gifts at Christmas wasn't a tradition the Victorians introduced, but they certainly embraced it. Presents were shared on Christmas Eve.
Queen Victoria insisted unwrapped presents be spread out across tables, as they did with royal birthdays. Victoria and Albert gave each other jewellery and works of art. Often their children and grandchildren would give them things that they would have made themselves, like paintings, embroidery, or handicrafts.
Poorer Victorians would have been forced to live within their means, but the concept of sharing gifts was a part of the Christmas celebrations.
Launched in the late 1840s and known as Bangs of Expectation, Tom Smith's crackers sparked a whole new Christmas custom, later evolving to include jokes, hats, gifts and jewellery. The company still exists today and supplies crackers for the royal family each Christmas.
Father Christmas has been a part of British culture and folklore for centuries, appearing in various guises as a jolly, festive spirit. Over the years, he's been depicted in almost every colour, from brown, green and yellow to reflect nature, to purple and gold. In the Victorian era, he was often depicted in red and white.
In this 1848 depiction from the Illustrated London News, he is crowned with a holly wreath, holding a staff and a wassail bowl and carrying the Yule log.
This video is part of a Victorian dinner party collaboration with our YouTuber friends. Molly Cakes will be showing you her Victorian doll's house. Head on over to Fifth and Overland for a dose of tombstone tea. Flour, eggs and yeast will be showing you how to make Victorian decorated lace sugar cookies. Jim's Kitchen will be telling you the tale of a Kitschmas carol. If you fancy some gluten-free porridge, head on over to Catalina Treats Gluten-Free Bakery. Cakes with Lorelei is making a royal cake for a Victorian Christmas.
So what are your favourite family Christmas traditions? Please let us know in the comments section below.
Please like and subscribe and have a very Merry Christmas.